Welcome back to Let's Play Kameo. Today we're in the Snowtop village. It's going to be our next big area to explore, and despite how good it looks, it is unfortunately my least favorite area in the game to explore. Even its native squirrels are climbing through walls to get out. Unlike the last two areas, which were very flat, very open, very conducive to exploration in general, this area is going to impede our progress every opportunity it gets. First by throwing annoying beetles that we have to clear out. That's never a good start. They're easy enough to deal with though. That ice block has nothing for us. But we do have the opportunity to get a quick elemental fruit out of this acorn made of ice. Everything's made of ice here. That's simple enough. But as we'll be seeing shortly, we are trapped in here due to a big boulder. And that's sort of the first sign that there's going to be a problem with this place. They go out of their way to just put obstacles everywhere. That does mean that every small section of this area is relatively easy to explore, scour out all the secrets, but it's not very fun to progress through, in my opinion. Not that it's especially difficult. Easily solved with a bomb. And we're on to the next area, which has a side quest.
I don't have time to talk. One of the dragons has gone berserk and abducted my little girl. Please, do something to help if you can.
And the ice dragons that inhabit this area are inexplicably obsessed with grabbing stuff. This one, I guess, couldn't get his hands on a bomb, so we got a kid. We'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it. And nothing there.
Major ruin.
Gotta do some good old-fashioned major ruin platforming. I've seen more than enough of it. Fortunately, it's not too prevalent here. That little area is more of an exit than an entrance. So we'll be seeing more of that later. Got a nice pool inside this hollow tree. That'll be of use a little later. It's not just for show. And over here, we have Chom's den. Let us meet Chom.
Ah, finally a visitor. Why not try my little game here? Just place down some runes, melt the ice block of your choice, and see what comes out.
Chom
Here
makes a
are the
living
challenge rules.
ripping off outsiders. And unfortunately, we need to play into his little trap. So he basically wants us to play 3-card Monty.
Bad luck.
Except he doesn't give us any hint as to which block has our prize.
Good to play together. Of course, I don't expect you to win, but at least you'll have been beaten.
Beaten by the best, he says. We'll show him who's the best.
You've won a special prize!
There we go. I was quite lucky. It's actually pretty hard to get that thing. At least for me. And that's what you get for trying to rip us off. Also in this area, we're going to find the first hidden sign. This is the only hidden sign that is legitimately hidden. The rest of the hidden signs we will be finding along the way, provided we found that one. If we did not find that one, we'd have to backtrack through the entire area afterwards, which is another unnecessary irritation. And here we see an elixir of life across a huge chasm. And this is the one and only use in the entire game for Major Ruin's hop move. We need that to get the vertical distance, And then we cross the horizontal distance with the rush move. Since there's no other use for hop in the entire game, it may or may not be difficult to determine that you need to use hop there. For me, it took forever. But anyway, now that that's taken care of, we can move along to this other open area, which, as we saw in the cutscene, is where the dragon took that kid to. So we'll just spike him, since that's the only thing we can do to flying enemies. And he's not letting go of the kid. It's just flying out of reach. Where the hell is he going? Alright, I guess he needs some more spikes. And over here we got blue mouths mocking us, sticking their tongue out at us. Have to find a way to deal with them. And a ghostly path beckons us forth. But it is ethereal. Fortunately, we crossed the checkpoint by stepping out of Chom's den, so it doesn't set us back too far. And while we're here, we'll check out the Schoolhouse. Bound to be interesting, I'm sure.
Hello, dear. I'm Miss Frost, the school teacher in this village. If you're finding it hard going in these parts, I'll try my hardest to help you.
If you're teaching grade schoolers the theory of relativity via process of elimination, you're probably not going to be of much help to us. Might explain why that other bug man up in the tower was a little off his rocker.
There's something on my face?
And the kids are amused by our presence, but that's not going to help us. Nothing of interest in there. So that clears out this bottom floor. Use this ice path to climb up. Let's get rid of the beetle that'll knock us off of it. I had a hard time finding that because the rest of the walls are textured about the same as the ice path. And for some reason the lanterns made it look like it was wood as well. Probably just me. And this bizarre plant that we haven't seen before. It's an obvious solution to an upcoming puzzle. But first we have the second sign. And since this area is required, we pretty much could not have missed it.
There is nothing quite like the allure of class to draw one to a boutique, is there? And how much will you be spending today?
The last hidden sign called this a snobby stall, and indeed it is. So let's just buy up the good stuff. That was in fact the final elixir of life in the entire game. Our health bar is currently maxed out. And having done that, we can look for another ice corn. It's gonna have another elemental fruit for us. It's a good thing the shopkeep didn't know about this, or we'd have had to pay some more runes for it. And because this area is so linear, the whole exploration and secret finding aspect of the game is very, very limited. And we can use this horn flower to awaken the sleeping dragon. And he's gonna make us roll some more bombs.
That's great!
It's a good thing we got a lot of practice rolling things in the Pearl side quest. I thought maybe water blasting it would be a decent way to control it, but well, the bug absorbed all the water. It might very well have been a good idea, but we'll never know. And that open area is threatening. At this point, we have no hope of saving that bomb. So we'll just try again.
style.
Yeah, the missing fence right in front of the entrance there is quite problematic. We can roll the boulder off accidentally, or we can roll ourselves off. Both equally catastrophic. Oh, we can try again. We might... No, we can't. Let's just get out of there before it blasts us off the edge again. So we'll just wait for the dragon to get into a good position.
Elixirs.
We can drop the bomb off as close to the entrance as possible.
Come and show me style.
That'll do.
I wonder how.
And we can see the bombs are a little bit egg-shaped, but they move as though they are perfect spheres. Which I guess is good. It's at least what we're used to. He's rolling towards the edge. Gotta turn it. Landed on the right side of that fence, but it's just about to go off. And we made it though, just in time. That can obviously take many more tries than it took me. You got the dragon, kidnapper dragon. And he's getting lucky with the dodges, but there we go. Spiked him right in the face. And compliant with the video game rule of threes, he is not letting go of that kid yet. Let's see where he goes next. He's dangling Blizzy right in front of her terrified mother now. He's sadistic too. We'll deal with that when we get to it. I don't want to backtrack all the way there yet. He hasn't killed that kid yet, so... There's another quick elemental fruit. And that clears out this little area. Back up another wall. And another dragon. Another bomb-carrying dragon. But before we deal with him, get a side quest.
That silly fool. I told him that wandering off at his age was dangerous, but he had to go and investigate the frozen branches. Now I don't know where he's gone.
Another rescue we gotta pull off. These bug people seem catastrophically unprepared for living in their own hometown. Fortunately, this bomb is very easy to navigate. Which leaves us plenty of time to get that bomb where it needs to go. Try to activate it early there, but I didn't do it. It is possible to activate them early, just not with that particular move. We find plenty more ice blocks. With plenty of ice beetles inside. Screw this, let's just go for the right one.
I warned you not to go wandering off, you wrinkly old dope. Get back here this instant. And you can have this for your trouble.
Nice camera work. It seemed like there was something wrong with that husband guy. Maybe this entire species is insane.
My back is just awful.
Hey, that. Hey.
I'll leave them to their bizarre celebration ritual as we move across this bridge. Let's see where we're heading next. Sulfur Caverns. The last hidden sign told us that we're going for a place that stinks of egg. So I guess we're kind of fortunate that it's merely sulfur that we're going for. And if we drop down, that's where we're going to find the aforementioned hidden sign, as well as a not at all hidden elemental fruit. This little platform may seem like a secret area, but as we'll be seeing a little later on, it is not avoidable. We're merely getting it before we were supposed to. I thought I might spike some beetles, make the ascent easier next time, but we can't crane our neck high enough, and we can't grab onto the wall from here. So we just gotta go around, do some more major ruin platforming, and back up to the ice wall. And there's a whole ton of beetles on here. Way more than there needs to be. And that one just went right for me. Their movement patterns are random and unaffected by whether or not we're there, but sometimes they just go right for you. Can be pretty easy to fall off that wall, but we made it quick enough. And this is where the Shadow Troll was. We are in hot pursuit of him. Forgot to close the well behind him. But, of course, fortune does not favor us.
How did you... I wasn't expecting to see anyone else. Only brave explorers like myself. Who knows? Maybe I'll even find somewhere new for my...
It's enough bug talk. He doesn't have anything interesting to say. Got these plant trolls. Got some fanfare from dealing with them. I guess it was required, even though I'm not really sure why it would be. But I've never let them live before, so who knows. Another bomb dragon in here. Very cramped quarters for the poor guy. But it's fortunate because we need that bomb. This one's got a very short fuse, but it's only got a very short distance to go, so it evens out. Some quick gathering before we go in there. I was hoping for full health, but we shouldn't need it. We've dealt with enough shadow trolls at this point. There he is, holding Flux captive. Let's find out what his gimmick is. That didn't really tell us anything. But you can see, spawning behind him, some kind of weird bomb. Cluster bomb. Here's a much better look at it. Sort of skull-shaped, spiky. All in all, I don't think it's nearly as threatening as the bone spears were from the last Shadow Troll. They start out a little more threatening than the bone spears did, since they drop about 5 cluster bombs after each explosion. Now that we've gotten a hit in, 2 hits in. Oh, never mind, that was the first. He's already done using his bombs. He's just gonna go after us the old-fashioned way. In beautiful monochrome. There's our second hit. Let's see if we can get a third before we can see his berserk mode. Still doing his creeper attack. Yep. His berserk mode has begun. We can still hit off on him. No. Our light mode ran out. This berserk mode is 4 cluster bombs summoned at a time. Even still though, at worst, it covers about 1/3 of the arena, which doesn't seem to be as much as the bone spears did. And it's only for a couple of seconds at a time, whereas the bone spears were persistent. So all in all, an easier Shadow Troll, I think. And there's Flex. Let's do a meet and eat with him. As you can see, he's our second water elemental. He doesn't really do anything watery, though. He's mostly just a hookshot.
How did these weird tentacle things are blocking the way out of the cave? If you could reach that licky stem plant, you could use its adhesive tongue and pull yourself onto the ledge.
Those Licostem plants, I guess they're called. Those are going to be our hookshot points. Before we move on, let's grind up some coin so that we can afford the next wallet upgrade next time we swing by the shop. Because as I've showed off, there's going to be backtracking. Just want to make sure we have the requisite 400 coins. There we go. And let's get out of here using my least favorite locomotion gimmick. It's just very slow. Slows down the game, in my opinion. Let's see where the next Shadow Troll ended up. Good God, that's a long way away.
To reach the Snow Temple and find Yeros, we'll need to make use of the icy paths. Legends say that 40 below could walk along them, so let's get him back.
So we need our next guy in order to start walking along those ghost paths that I showed off. Which is another irritating locomotion gimmick. And since he's so far away, we better get a move on. There's no shortcut down this wall. If you jump down, it counts as a bottomless pit and it teleports you back up to the ledge. And here you can see the hidden sign area, absolutely required. Can't miss it.
Major ruin.
Back up this half pipe.
I can't help feeling something's brewing out on the Badlands. Well, it's probably just my mind playing tricks on me. We have a Shadow Troll to hunt down, so let's press onwards.
Oh, Ortho's upset that we turned his hints off, and now he's desperately vying for attention. Well, let's ignore him. We got a long way to go.
Every dance.
This we can take a shortcut on. And we don't take the falling animation, just the damage. Here's where that pool comes in handy. We can hit it from the 3rd floor, I just didn't. We'll head back this way. Towards the Shadow Troll. Never mind.
I knew it. An elemental shrine is under attack. We have no choice but to break off pursuit of the Shadow Troll and return to the Badlands before it's too late.
Just with this ridiculously long backtrack needed. An interruption. Well, before we do that, let's finally save this kid. There we go.
Lizzie! Oh, my little dear. I thought I'd never see you again. We don't have much to reward you for your kindness, except this.
And that'll do. Grab that before we move on. And then I just want to show off that it's going to put us over 80 total elemental fruits, which is all we need to upgrade every single elemental warrior in the game. So any further elemental fruits we get will be unnecessary, simply for show. I'm still going to get them though. And we'll deal with that catapult next time.